Hey guys, it's Spelljang and Nick with another video, and today I've got a tutorial for these two doors. One is a 4x4 piston door and the other one is a 3x3 spiral piston door. They are both bucket proof and they aren't direction dependent, so you can orientate them any way you want. It will always work, and yeah. So the 4x4 door is compacted since the last video. It's now 12 by 10 by 3, so it's got 2 blocks thinner and 1 block taller, and so in volume it is smaller. And the 3x3 spiral door is also smaller since the last one that I showed on Deco's server. It's now 2 blocks thinner, and yeah, so this is it opening and this is it closing, and so yeah. Also, the last 3x3 spiral piston door was actually direction dependent. Soon I will put an annotation up in the top right hand corner of the screen. I will do the tutorial for the 3x3 door first, but if you're interested in the 4x4, you can click on that annotation and it will take you right to the 4x4 tutorial. So let's crack on. So you want to kick things off with a 3x7 area, and while you're at it, you want to copy down this piston layout. It's not too hard to copy. There's nothing else there. It's just the pistons and the blocks for the door. So that's it. And so once you've copied that down, put a block here, redstone torch on the side, put a lever on here, flick it on, then put redstone torch here, block, torch, block, and a torch. You just want to knock that out and then place it again, and then put a support block here, a sticky piston there, and then another sticky piston on the side of that torch, and that is the closing circuit for the double extender, and also that piston extends at the same time. So then you just flick that on again to retract it, and so now we will do the retraction circuit for the double extender. So you start it off by putting a block there, dropper on top, and then just knock that out, hopper facing into it, then put an unstackable item into it. And the reason why it's an unstackable item is basically because it generates the same signal strength as a full stack of items, but all stored inside one item. So that's quite useful for us. So also you'll want to grab a comparator, so put it here, and then put a block, and then a block here, redstone dust on top, and then you want to grab a button and put a block there with a button on it there, and that is just going to divert the redstone so it powers the right piston. And then put 2 blocks here, redstone dust on them, and then put an upwards facing sticky piston, and then block, and then 2 blocks here, 1 block here, and 1 block here, and then put a repeater here, and then 2 redstone here, and a 3-tick repeater here, like that, and that is your double extension done. So now you'll want to get rid of the hoppers and droppers and grab some cauldrons and some water buckets, and also get rid of the buttons and get your slabs and also your comparators. So put a redstone torch here, just knock it out and replace it again, put a sticky piston facing upwards, cauldron on it, water in there, and then put a slab there, and then a comparator, then another upwards facing sticky piston, cauldron, water, and then you'll want to put a block here and have a comparator on it, then put a block on the end of the comparator, and then you'll want to have your ceiling right here, so that will be the same colour as whatever you want it to be as the rest of your base, and then put 3 redstone here and then 1 extra there, 1-tick repeater here, then put a 1-tick repeater there, and then on the end of that repeater you want to put a block, then another 1-tick repeater, block, and then redstone here, slab here, then a block here, redstone torch, and then a block here, torch on the side, and then redstone dust there, and that is your 3x3 door done. And you'll just want to fill in your floor as well, like this, and that will be it completely finished, and you have the nice spiral pattern. So there we go, that's the first one completed. Now let's crack on with the 4x4 door. So for the 4x4 door, you want to kick things off with a 3x12 area, and then you want to count in from the side 5 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then build up 2, knock out the first one, so you have a sticky piston here, and you want to extend them along to the right by 3, then you want to add whatever door pattern you're having, and then on the side of this piston put an immovable block, and you have to do it there as well, then a sticky piston on top of each, and then add your door blocks on the side. You have 4 here and 4 here, and then you build up 2 from there with an immovable block, then put a downwards facing sticky piston there, and same thing here, and then you want to put 4 downwards facing sticky pistons along the top, and then fill in the rest of your door like that, and then finally you'll need 2 double extenders, so you build out 2 and then put them here like that, and then put them here like this, and that's your piston layout. So now that we've got the pistons laid out, we can start wiring it all up. So you start off by putting 4 blocks here, redstone dust on top, then 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here, a 1 tick repeater facing out of each of those blocks, then put a V shape like this with 2 redstone there, and then block that off and repeat that on the other side, so V shape like that, and redstone dust there and there, and then block on top to block it off, and then put 2 blocks here with 4 tick repeaters facing out of these blocks like so, and then on the ends put V shapes with 2 redstone there, and do the same thing here. And you'll need your floor here because these redstone must not connect, and then while you're at it, fill in the rest of your frame for the door, and also keep in mind these 2 blocks must be there because they will hold something later on that's fundamental to the door. And also while you're at it, do it on the other side, so like that. And also again, same with this side, these 2 blocks that cover up these pistons must be there, and so just fill in the rest of your frame like that. And now we can start wiring in the closing circuit for the double extender. So you put block here, and then basically make a tower, so 4 blocks with 1 block gaps in between, and then just put torches on top of all of them, 2 blocks here, redstone dust there, and then a slab there with redstone dust on top, block there, and then another slab with redstone on it, and then a downwards facing sticky piston there, and repeat that on the other side, so block here, and then torches and blocks here, then slab and block and redstone, and then another slab, redstone, and then the sticky piston there. And then here you want to put redstone there, then do the same thing here, and then put blocks here with redstone dust on top, and then 2 blocks here, and then you'll want to wire in the retraction circuit for the double extender, because this is this is all the closing circuit done now, and also it will retract all the blocks apart from these ones that will be in the middle, which is where we need the double extender to kick in. So we put redstone torch here, block on top, and then put a hopper here with a dropper here with a hopper facing into it, and then put 1 item in there, and then you want to grab a comparator, and that grabs a signal from the hopper, and then that goes into a block, torch, block, torch, and then a block on top of that torch, and you just want to reset these to their default positions, and then put a 3 tick repeater here, block on the end, torch on the side, block, block, redstone dust, and a 1-tick repeater there. And then you want to put a block here, redstone dust on top, and then a torch here with redstone dust there, and then block that off. Then put block here, repeater, then a dropper with a hopper facing into it, put redstone inside that dropper, and then put a comparator which will grab a signal from the hopper and power this sticky piston here, and that will be holding a redstone block there. And then you want to put a block here with redstone dust on top, and you want to put a button here which will redirect the redstone, because if you don't have that there, then that will power on that piston and that will mess up the door. So make sure you have that button there, and once you've done that, you'll just repeat it on the other side. So torch, block, and then you have your dropper here, and then hopper facing into it, item in there, then comparator, and then block, torch, block, torch, and then block on top of the torch, and then reset this to the default position. And then you want to put, then you just put the 3-tick repeater here, and then block, torch on the side, 2 blocks here, redstone dust, 1-tick repeater, and then torch, redstone, block, block, and then redstone here, repeater, dropper, hopper, item inside there, and then comparator there, and then the downwards facing sticky piston, and then the redstone block on top, on the face, and then put block here, redstone dust there, and then finally you'll put your button there, and that is your door done. Something about the input. So these 6 blocks are your inputs, so you've got plenty of choice. You can either run a repeater into either of these blocks, or you can run a redstone line into these bits of redstone here. It's up to you, but I'll just do that and then flick it on. So that's it closing, and then this is opening, and it will work. And it's bucket proof and 3x3 doors as well, so you can have it in your base on the server and wow your friends on it, and it's just an overall cool touch to your base. So guys, I hope you found this tutorial useful, and if you enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe, leave your feedback in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.